blow this taco stand.
I like tacos. Don't blow it up.
Tacos.
All right,
that starts raining tacos.
All right, let's do
Ooh,
this.
like meatballs.
It's raining tacos.
Go.
Hallelujah.
Go.
Yeah.
No more tacos.
That's the intro song.
We made it. We made it back to another one, y'all. Welcome to the Twisters podcast, a Escape from Tarkov podcast with random bits of shenaniganery, completely mixed in because we're really bad at staying on topic. I am Sagentpudge. We've got EightBlade, The Crunch 18, and Biowulf. Again, we're returning back from a very long hiatus from me being way too busy to write notes and probably too late. But how's you guys doing?
Oh,
Well, you
can't
know.
complain.
Not bad.
I could, but nobody would listen.
The slate got cleaned, so clean slate, clean season.
That's right.
What are you trying to do? Because it doesn't work that way. Because otherwise, I got to sit like this, and then I got to try and do this, and wonder why my back hurts.
Russian twist, go!
Woo. Isn't that an exercise?
Yes,
Just
and
like,
it's a painful one. You just keep twisting
Yeah.
side to side.
And I can't hear Dick all.
well, we have the Twisters, so.
We are the.
Welcome. This is our shenaniganery beginning.
Yep,
This
it's
is,
already just. We've already
standard.
tangented off.
Yep.
It happens.
Too late.
So-
We're off.
Topics.
I guess, yeah, let's roll us back before we go on to just tangenting like we normally do. Well, welcome to the new wipe. Thanks, Nikita, for Christmas wipe, where no one was around to play on Christmas because we had responsibilities. But we made it. Wow, what an exciting start to the wipe. How do you guys feel about it?
I
Good
might
and
have a little
bad.
bit more to say if I was around, if I was available for when it happened. But yeah,
You're around enough.
big shouts out to Nikita for that one. Like, thanks, bud.
Thanks,
I
bud.
mean, I guess on his side though, it's like, well, it's Rona season, the COVID's going around, everybody's home. It's about that
he
time anyway.
underestimated the will of Americans and some Canadians.
Yeah,
True.
Who went and visited family and were not near their computers. Except for me, because I, nobody wanted to be together for Christmas.
Right.
So I got full wipe day and day after. It was great. It was great. Oh, I loved it.
that 2-day
Was
head
there-
start on the rest of us.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Was there even any pre-wipe events this time?
No,
No.
it was just an immediate wipe, so it was just wipe
It
day
was-
Oh.
and the
Yeah,
shenanigans that
so-
happened from it.
You know how everything was like super cheap at the end of last wipe?
Yeah.
Like when you
everything's
guys
on
were
for
on? It was
however long.
basically the same thing, just less exciting, I think.
Well, they didn't make trader stuff cheap. They made selling stuff to traders cheap.
Oh, true. Everything was like, yeah, it was kind of ass backwards.
You could
Kinda
sell
sounds
pretty
like
dumb.
selling gun parts off a gun from somebody you stole was like, all right, you got 6,000 rupees
Okay.
for an entire gun. Good
Like
job.
a meta gun, right? Not even like a bad one. Just like meta M4s were probably 10K.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It
Yeah, it
was
was
a little
gross.
painful, but there was some good shenanigans.
Well, I
had.
mean, what are you gonna do with it in 2.5, 3 hours, anyways, right?
Well, that's why people stopped insuring stuff. Well, I should say I insured things in case it was a prank. Just in case.
Yeah.
Right?
it was probably
Okay.
smart.
But then I
Um,
sold everything anyway, so what was the point?
Right.
Some of us just brought everything with us to factory to see what would happen.
It was
I'm glad the
great.
food and water came with because I wouldn't have survived without.
That's true.
Well-
We were losing like 15 a fucking round or whatever it costs.
I had to,
It's
so I
ridiculous.
could sprint 8 steps, then I have to eat and drink and take another adrenaline for the next 50.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
it's
great.
not very undifferent from the wipe before that, where you fired off 146 fucking grenades or whatever it was.
If it's
I
an
was
event,
just sitting back
Yeah,
there
no
on the
grenades.
customs train track, just fucking go long, Timmy, go. And you're just fucking whipping them out there like it's all,
Oh
like
man,
20 minutes of throwing grenades. That's all it was. It was just
this was
like there's nothing else going on in customs. It was hilarious. I'm
Oh,
over
that's great.
there about 110 yards away, just watching dude's arm.
Yep.
It was hilarious. I loved it.
It's
Grenade
great.
case full and everything else full. Just gotta switch them out of the backpack into the rig and just. It was the only break there was in that raid was when he had to switch grenades from backpack
Right.
to
Right.
rig and pull them out of the grenade case and put them on, and then it was right back into it. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
This was used every minute available in factory because that's how long it took to cross the fucking map.
Yeah. All 20 minutes.
20 minutes to
skim
cross
up
factory.
and waddle.
Jeez.
And we killed people in the meantime. Like I killed a dude with a grenade launcher who was testing it out or something.
Yeah,
Right.
I tried to
man.
get killed and couldn't. I stood in the extract for 9 minutes
It's true. He did.
and just waited at the door facing away. All right, somebody can hit me now.
Never happened.
Jeez. Never did. 8?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't have anything like super memorable because I didn't have a whole lot of time to play.
No, you had to hop out pretty quick.
Yeah.
I was
Just
just
'cause-
chopped. I never got my fucking elite endurance. The night before we leave for 10 days, 50 endurance. I go, here we go, boys.
We'll catch it when we come back. We'll be good.
We're gonna
Nah.
get there. I'm gonna run like a fucking gazelle, man. You never seen no fucking 300-pound ginger bearded Canuckian gazelle like this before, and it's gonna cruise, baby. Nope. They come in and they're just did that. It's fuck you, man. It's out of here.
See you
gone.
later.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye, Stash. Bye. See you
See
later.
you
Bye
fucking
bye now.
later.
Bye
3
bye.
weapons cases, all the thicks. Like it was just game over.
just pain.
It's what it is.
But how are we feeling kind of on this new wipe? All the changes they've made, the hundreds of them that they listed, like 15, the usual.
And the ghosty ones.
Yeah,
I don't even know if we have
ghosty
time to cover all the changes. It's insane.
I don't think we go through all of it. I think we go through some of the more important stuff, kind of in the parts
Yeah.
where I think one of the 2 biggest ones is metabolism changes, where food and water is now way more important. Apparently, these guys' metabolism
Yeah.
burns at a rate of what I can only assume is one of the giant bodybuilders, where you need to consume 6,000 to 8,000 calories.
You mean
every
you don't
3
get
hours.
hungry every 30 minutes?
No.
Pudge?
No.
Like,
Actually,
where you
I
have to eat
used
a
to.
full meal every 30 minutes?
I used to.
Come on. That's what it feels like.
It does.
It sure
I'm
does.
thirsty. I'm hungry. All right, time to get some.
Immersion.
It wouldn't be so bad, I think, if you died at lack of energy. Like dehydration kills, I get that. But I mean, like, if you're out of energy, you just fall asleep. You don't die.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what pulls me out of it. Is I was thinking about it at work today. I was like, man, imagine if, like, you just, like, fell asleep when you ran out of energy. You didn't die, but you just missed the extract and lost all your stuff anyway, right? It would be the same basic effect, but you wouldn't lose all your health. Right?
I
Okay,
could
I
see
got you.
parts of that.
I don't know. It just, or if you ran out of energy, you could not regain stamina at all. Period. No
That's
running,
fair.
no nothing like that. I would be okay with that.
You gotta just hike it out.
Yeah.
Just hike it out and hope you find some food somewhere. I don't know.
I think the other big one is the arm stand aiming changes.
Yep.
Guns
Holy
weight puts a
lick.
whole bunch more into it. So now you
Yep.
can't go
So-
bring the biggest, longest gun and sit there looking through a scope the whole time. And
And it makes
Jeez.
strength more important because higher strength, I believe, I'm going to check it real quick because I don't want to be wrong, but it should increase your, aiming drains less stamina with higher strength you have. So,
So
right?
is that then the whole, like, I just heard Sharp last night real quick, just like, oh yeah, smoke grenades are gonna start doing that again.
right, because you're
Right.
high. So right now I have level 7 strength. My stamina and aiming drains 3% slower. So
man, I need to get on that
it's
level.
it's not a lot, and I'm probably actually going to start doing the same thing, honestly. Just do his thing, buy a couple smoke grenades, bring a few extra to throw at people, and hopefully be fat when I walk to extract so I get those extra points.
True.
Buckshot.
Which
in
is
every
now a lot
backpack.
lower now. too.
Yes, so that is the other
Right.
change.
I was going to say
where-
that. I was
Yeah.
going to say that. I've heard of Doc's cases getting filled up.
Mhm.
Huh.
And then, yeah, like the whole lower, right now that it's 35, 36 kgs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. And
Right.
again, it goes up the more strength you get, so it's going to be a little harder to level up later.
True.
So when I hit 35, I don't get that. I have to be at like 35.8 or 36, right?
Yeah,
Which
just
is
Right.
still a little bit extra, which is kind of obnoxious, but dealing with it. I'm dealing with it.
diminishing returns, and I mean the experience gaps and all that too, right? Just like everything
Right.
else we've ever played is the higher levels you get, it's not just 100 experience to the next, it's now 10,000 experience to
Mhm.
136,000 experience by the time you get to the end of your yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So makes sense to me, but I understand too, right? As a
Yep.
comment on it for sure. Like once you get a little bit higher, you got to go.
Yeah,
you gotta-
it's the gains.
Yeah, you
right.
gotta
Yeah.
get
Get the
them
gains. You got to increase your
You
weight
can't.
to get better
Yeah.
gains.
Exactly.
I
And
am happy to see a part of that strength change and stamina change. Now crouch walking takes stamina, so you can't
Yes.
crouch waddle everywhere.
Yep. Now they just got to make it a little bit louder and then stand slow walking a little bit quieter, and you should
Oh.
be good.
Be the dream.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I hope is they add an animation that's like a Scooby Doo kind of sneak for that slow walk. Be quiet.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Oh, Calc brings up another good point of part of the stealth changes they added. So kind of going through that. The med
Yeah.
changes where painkillers for one
Mm.
are no longer near as effective and way more painful.
Oh, they're worse. So
That?
worse.
so
Um,
okay, so on that, fucking, I go into this way going like, oh yeah, Vaseline, cool, grease me up, John. Like, let's get her. Like, fucking,
Wait, who's
let's
John?
do. Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
grease
Find
me
out.
up, right? So,
Yeah.
like, cool, I'm great, you know. And the next thing you know, homie's, what? I'm like, what the fuck happened to my dude? Like, you're a
Yeah.
private military contractor, for Christ's sake. You look like, what the hell is going on out here?
And shit,
Apparently,
Vaseline got you the best like hydration and energy penalties too, because Golden Star is like -10 energy right now. Painkillers are -17 hydration.
So I found
what kind?
as I was looking, I
Ridiculous.
did find an
Yeah.
option that will no longer reduce that. That would be augmentin, because it
Oh,
reduces pain for 400 seconds, just like Golden Star, but with
Right.
no downside other than it's a one use.
Right. Well,
So-
I think that's a pretty big downside.
It's only
honestly.
150 seconds.
Only
So
150.
then-
Oh, I read that
They
wrong.
changed it. Oh,
at
yeah.
that point too, though, is that to kind of keep from being the always painkiller tank,
Yeah, they
Well,
want to get
that's-
rid of
right?
pre-pain.
Is to try and exactly, the pre-painting.
Yeah, they
Um,
make you make a decision: do I pre-pain or just go for it? Because penalties on both sides, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did see a really good discussion of fixing why pre-pain meta is a thing, and that's because if you get shot, it hurts, and you somehow right now you don't move. And I feel like if anybody got shot near, movement, quick, really fast, not ow that hurts, and then I lost all my breath,
So
and
it
I'm going to crouch walk my way out of
so
it.
the thing is, if you're hit, your stamina drops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're on painkillers. All right, and that's kind of the thing. I think I probably saw a lot of the same discussions where someone was like, introduce an adrenaline system where if you get hit, you get a spurt of adrenaline and you run a little bit, you can run away faster and like you get more
You can at least run
hyper-focused or whatever.
away, but you
Right.
even if it gave you the tunnel vision effect or trimmers and stuff like that, it'd still be
Something.
way more advantageous than take a scav shotgun shot to the leg or something. Nope, can't move anymore. We're done.
Yeah.
If it blacks out your leg, I would say, you can't move much.
Yeah,
Because
but
your
the
leg
one-
just died. It's like you're getting your leg ripped off. Right.
Yeah, but that one Taz pellet at 100 meters from it that just nicks the side and you get like 6 damage. Nope, can't move. I'm stunned for a second.
Oh, pellets hit your legs, not your face. I'm
Uh,
impressed because
stick your-
they don't hit my other limbs.
I do the hokey pokey when I face it. I put my left foot out, bring it back, put my right foot out, test the waters before my face goes out there.
Fair.
I think some of the new items they added have changed meta some, but I mean it's not changed heavy. Everyone wants fast firing stuff for dorms clearing, labs clearing, the usual. But
Right.
Hello Vector, new meta gun because
Oh,
wow, that
I
base
cannot
recoil.
wait to play with some of that. I've
Oh,
seen so many
that's
clips of that thing. It's like
uh,
it doesn't look like it's a modern shooter gun. It's just
it barely moves. Like I have issues with it because I'm not used to the fast firing gun. But oh boy, do I love it when I can just sit there and I'm just like dee 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 on this little pinhead, right?
well, I mean
I
that's why I was cruising the
honestly,
MP5s, you
yeah,
know.
and I think it's pretty telling that I
Yeah.
only lost the gun when I peeked a scav. Right? Like I
it,
was ambushed by players a couple of times and just took them down because it fires 1,000 rounds per instant. Right?
Yeah.
having
Well,
the
I
two
mean, it's
options of it too is pretty neat.
Yes,
The 9
that
mil
is cool.
version and 45, I think that's a really good addition of having multiple calibers.
yes. Oh, I'm in full agreement with that. And I mean, I was in Gino's chat there, and Gino talked about it. Like he's saying here, it needs a nerf.
I
But then all the gun nuts out here are just like, well, but hold on, that steps on my, and it's actually like that, you know. And I mean, you do see some firing range dudes with a good stock on it that know what they're playing with, and it's
I
you know, comparatively, you know, versus something where like you whip out a 45, you know, fucking Clint Eastwood, and the thing just about clips you in the
Yeah.
skull, right? So I mean, yeah, I mean it's Tarkov. There's always things to change and
oh
blah blah blah.
Gino's
I do like the two
Yeah.
options though.
saying right now that it actually lost some rate of fire from 1100 to
Right.
900.
But I mean it's still fast.
Yeah,
See, here's my deal is like I don't think it necessarily needs a nerf. Um because they're trying to make the guns as realistic as possible, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, if that's how good it is, that's how good it is. And adjust your play style around it.
That's the
Right. You
way
don't
it
necessarily
always
have to
has
run
been.
it, but yeah, you
Yeah,
just always kind of like you always just kind of deal with things. You know, you adjust your play style, you adjust your own personal meta to deal with it.
that's
Right.
Tarkov.
And
You
that's
know,
Tarkov.
we all
What
learned we can't go fucking guns blazing, spearheading things. You know, we got to learn. Okay, we can sit and watch. We don't have to shoot as soon as we see a guy just because he's in
right.
our sights. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
so going through, I mean 338. You want to talk about getting me wet inside the pants here? Wow,
Oh,
all
I
I
can't
want
wait
is a
till I can run it.
338.
You're not
Every video
wrong.
I've watched is it just drops stuff, but for low
And
level
It's
play.
accurate.
and it's not even the best ammo that's dropping people in one hit. It's like second best or something. It's like it's just insane. It's an insane gun.
It is, but
Absolutely
you've
insane.
got to go off the assumption of what a 338 is, and that's a very small step down from a 50 BMG.
Right. Right.
Oh, so I am so looking forward to that. The day I get to touch that 300 Blackout, I've heard very mixed reviews. People are not
Yep.
liking it. I think a biggest part of that is because people don't know what it's for essentially.
Okay.
300 Blackout wasn't designed for any long shooting. So it says big caliber, it's a rifle. It uses subsonic rounds, so it's supposed to be for like stealth operations up close.
Right. Right.
Very stealthy. And
I
it
was
doesn't
trying to
have a good armor penetrating ammo because slow and large.
someone was actually doing I forget who I was watching was doing kind of an overview of it, and he was comparing its top ammo to 855A1. And apparently it's very similar with better body damage and one extra pen, which is fine. You know, 855A1 does fine. It's killed me a whole bunch of times. Like, and it's just the difference is 855A1 is second tier as opposed to 995, which is top tier. Whereas this AP Blackout is supposed to be the top tier. So it's like you have to decide: is it worth running it? Right? Is it worth
Yeah.
the money you're going to put into it over something else?
True. I have a feeling that some changes throughout.
You know, I
This
got,
meta's probably toasted for it. I wouldn't say this wipe would do good, but I can see that as being a really good, like, true early wipe if you could get your hands on one early. Running a base suppressed weapon, subsonic heavy hitting ammo, and you can do that inside against not so
Right.
armored players, and it's quiet. That's the big thing. It's supposed to be pretty much the twin of the Val, but American instead of Russian,
Gotcha.
but way more moddable because AR platform instead of Val.
Yeah. So it's apparently fairly moddable. Not as good as like your M4s or anything right now. I think probably they just don't have the licenses on the parts, or they couldn't get them in time. Whatever. They'll get there, I'm sure, because BSG will usually do that. So I think right now it's not going to be close to meta. Which, I mean, it's Tarkov. That's fine. Someone who's good is going to run it and just lay waste to an entire server, right? So I think it'll have its use. I think there'll be somebody who's just be like, yeah, I like it. I'm going to use it. Like how some people use the Ash 12 still,
Mm-hmm.
right, as their
It's
primary.
it'll
It's not the
have its
best.
it'll have its niche for being useful for certain people.
Yeah.
And then the last one would be that UMP 45. Oh my, what a great little budget SMG. That's a step up from I want a Keter run or I want a P90 or MP5 run.
Right. You do your
Because
instead.
yeah,
No, I'm saying the
couple
Ash is
mags and-
good, Gina, but it's like it's not meta. It's still a good gun and people love it, but it's not, it's not a 20 recoil M4, mind you. Right? Or a Vector.
I want to go. I want to have like a little rant space on things that I don't think that should have happened to this wipe.
Okay.
I'll start with this. Why, if we are starting a wipe, did BSG give us 600 rounds of high tier 7.62 by 39 ammo? What in God's name was he thinking that was okay to give? I still haven't shot through all of it. I still have
I
like
haven't gotten through it all.
250 rounds.
I have 6.
I mean,
but I was running the AKMs because of that shoreline questing.
maybe
So,
a coke dealer type of thing. Give them the good stuff right away, and then when they have to buy it, oh, I can only afford PS. Ah, why can't I kill anything? Oh no.
That's fair.
Look, if you're buying PS from the flea market, what is wrong with you?
Usually it's on the flea market for less
Yeah.
than Frapper in all honesty.
No, I
True.
mean, like,
I'm
if
one
you
of those
don't
people.
find. I'm sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 full stacks of PS ammo that I've just found. 15.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I mean,
I've bought 0 PS rounds.
it's all over the place.
It's
Yeah, it's
fucking
everywhere.
everywhere. So if you're buying it, you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry, but you are.
So that's gonna be my rant. Is they just gave in really high tier pin to early wipe because I feel like, oh yeah, you guys got armor. Armor means nothing with your tier 3 armor with 2 shots of DP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just terrible. Yeah.
It's like I say, it's the coke dealer thing. Here's the really good shit. Go and kill something, and now that you're hooked, we're gonna
Right.
start taking you back a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, now you can't kill. You got to shoot scabs between the fucking eyes to try and drop him, and he's just gonna whip on you with his 8.5 Magnum buck and take you out at the fucking knees. Cool. Too bad we got you by the short and curlies now, budskis. You know, like
Yeah,
fuck.
going back to inferior rounds.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
well, you need a BP. Oh. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, that's
I
my
need it.
my
Work
rant.
on your hideout and go and manufacture some, bud. See you down
Yeah.
there.
So I don't know. My little rant's gonna be. I don't know if it's just me, but my vitality level up seems a lot slower this time.
You
than
and
last wipe.
everybody else is, yeah.
Yeah, I think
for
they
sure. We were
nerfed the
talking about
vitality
this.
skill leveling entirely. Doing all of my Reddit research and seeing, I'm hearing of people bringing in a grizzly an IFAK, and a Salewa, and just walking through barbed wire for a raid.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
the fastest way to get it right now.
Okay. I heard landmines are pretty effective.
Yep.
Um,
I just went and had a look earlier today, and apparently I've got my Vitality 3. I didn't even pay attention. So
Oh,
I just
shit.
kind of played it, I guess.
So I don't want to be like that guy, but how many times have you died this wipe?
Enough. But
Okay.
yeah, I know what you mean, though, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
I think
I
it's
don't
like
got my stats right in front of me, but I could go. I could. I just don't have them right here.
yeah, fair. No, I'm thinking there might be like maybe people who've just run a lot of raids and died in a lot of them.
True.
Getting shot raises your vitality because you're getting
Right.
your
yeah.
blood loss and your
Oh man,
fractures and yada yada yada.
never gonna
But
make it there.
With the
I'm never gonna make it
fatigue,
there either.
makes me wonder then, would the fatigue and all of that have anything
should.
to do with it? Like healing from fatigue? Because I did a fuck ton of that today,
Probably
cruising through Snoreline, and
dehydration and fatigue, maybe.
yeah, I wonder
would
if
say
that
that
would
would do
help
it
your
'cause it
vitality a
damages
little
you.
bit because you're
Yeah, it's damage.
Oh,
Best way to
maybe that's
test it
how I got it
is offline, I guess. Find something that'll drain your energy real fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would.
Hydration.
What?
Mayo hydration
Yeah.
because the hydration.
Is
Mayo
Cal
hydration.
here? Ask Cal. Cal will know. Condensed
Condensed milk.
I'm trying to think. Anyone else have any other rants before we continue on some of the other goodies?
Same early wipe things. Fucking loot thirst is way too strong. I actually came across a guy. He shot me once. I just said, fuck it, you want it? I dropped everything on the spot. And then he left me alone. But other than that, I mean, like last night, today, like I think I got out of one scav among the 10 or 12 of them that I ran. It's just anything that moves, if it hops, it drops right now. And it drives me up the wall because I want to get out too, man. Come on. But other than
You
that,
might have
really,
the
it's just
graphics card I need.
yeah. Other than
Right.
that, like Calc says, early wipe is a myth.
True.
Definitely this
It
wipe it is.
lasts a day. Yeah, this
Feels
wipe went.
that way.
But
Sorry, I had a thought. What I'm thinking is it's kind of unbalanced right now because of when wipe happened. So many people couldn't get on because Christmas.
yeah.
And all those holiday celebrations they were spending with their family, and then the people like me who didn't get to travel. I mean, not like me because I'm still not really that ahead, but the people who hit level 40 within 3 days because there was zero competition.
Landmark
Right.
looking
Nicky
at
Noodle.
you.
Not even landmark. I mean, like the people that we don't know who don't stream who still sit here and play the game 8 to 12 hours a day because there was nothing else to do.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
They got, their family doesn't want to meet because they're afraid of getting sick. They may not have significant others because maybe they're going through life things. Not everybody's got one, right? And
Or
they spend a lot of time alone. Hey, half of us here had significant others. Okay, Pudge, shut up.
I was just gonna go off the thing, like the nerd.
I get you. I know what you mean. So they're sitting here no lifing the game, whereas the rest of us may have various responsibilities. And maybe and before COVID, they probably weren't sitting here 12 hours a day playing Tarkov because there was stuff to do.
True.
So I think that's
for sure.
I have a feeling that that's part of what's driving some of our frustrations is we're going up against people who have literally nothing else to do but play Tarkov all day. So of course they're ahead. Of course they're getting better while I'm working and sleeping.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe even not even getting better, but grinding out those scav runs and being able to afford some of that bigger, better gear, some of those guns. And,
True.
that was my thing. I started, I went from the armored rigs to like, okay, give me gazelles, give me something, right? I would pick up a dude's Gen 4 samurai, and all of a sudden I can take 3 of those fucking buckshots in the chest, and it's just like, oh, that tickled, and you're dead. So like say there's a little bit, definitely some of that gap going on, like you say.
Yeah.
right?
The
Yeah, I think it's
future
just a
sounds
time
so
gap,
good.
doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
So, like, say, maybe not even necessarily a skill gap, but like you say, as much time as people can put in and fund some of these things that they're more comfortable or getting comfortable playing with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, did you have your early wipe rant?
Early wipe, I don't know. It went fairly well for me. It went better than last wipe because I've not been as scared to get stuff done.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I'll take it for sure.
Yeah,
And
it's
like you say,
definitely
it's
definitely a
being
more of a fuck it kind of
yes,
attitude right now.
yeah.
Mine's finally starting now that I feel like I've got a solid set and level 2 stash, so I can actually fit some things in the stash.
Hmm.
Well, that
But
helps a lot.
oh,
Like, so, like say some of these armors, the M2s, like I'm sitting
Yeah.
on some giant rigs, and I'm just like, fuck. Can I even go for this scav run? I'm doing what you do. I gotta load up my PMC with the biggest fucking thing I've got, just to get it out of the way, so I can go and try and pick up some fun gear.
good.
Just
Perfect.
go fund some things, right? So.
Yeah,
Um,
speaking of, if we do scav runs tonight, I'm gonna go looking for fights because I can't come out with anything.
Also, I'm kind of at that range. The other thing, hideout changes that have been stealth dropped like daily for the past week that they keep adding.
Yeah.
Started with you need a car battery to get a generator running, and then everyone's like, whoa, Nikita. I know it's
Hold on,
realistic,
Nikita.
but where do you expect everyone to find one of those? And he goes, oh,
Right?
good point. Spark plug. And it goes,
Spark plug.
all right, manageable.
It's still difficult for me though. Like I find car batteries more often than I find spark plugs. I'll be honest.
Pass me that luck.
I remember I found the 2 in the fucking house
Uh-huh.
the other day.
Yeah,
Never find that with spark plugs.
I'm the spark plug man.
We need to. Good thing we work together, Pudge.
Yeah, we do. You'll have spark plugs in no time, because I think I'm done with that part of the task. I just need batteries.
No, I finished that one, and I have all the ones I need for generator 3, so I'll be good for now.
That one was a big
Just
change.
took a while.
I am angry at Nikita because he changed dash changes. I now
The
need
upgrades.
a total of 25 screws instead of 15 packs of screws, and then I need 5
Jeez.
nails for level 3, and then 20 nails for level 4.
So
Ooh.
is that then trying to give that early wipe, that mid wipe stretch? Do you think,
I believe it's gonna give more early
or
wipe
is
for
it?
us standard edition players. That's a
I was gonna
lot.
say, then
of
is it acting then as an incentive to pay
Yeah,
Mother Russia more money?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
exactly what
Could
it
be.
is. Hey, you could do it before. I expect more money this time. Like the
Right.
mob boss saying, "Hey, where's
Yes.
my money?"
Oh, brutal.
I could see them doing it where it's bad now, but what if they just keep upping the requirements, right? And they're just like, yeah, next time you need to like bring me Jaeger's eyebrow hairs and you have to pluck them off without him noticing while he's sleeping in woods. Oh yeah, he never sleeps in woods. Good luck.
Right.
I have a feeling it
Right.
will get to that point.
It probably will.
Grenades case is a great addition. A whole bunch of lavatory additions that are huge to help
Oh,
make the lavatory better than. I'm gonna make a couple mag cases for a while, and then it kind of shuts off once mag cases drop out of the market, and you're like, I've got
Right.
it here, so it just
well,
hangs out.
Mag boxes never dropped for me. Mind you, I was also burning through those expeditionary fuel tanks, right? Which you need for that. Like you say,
Right.
though, the grenade box, that suddenly makes, the metal fuel tanks useful for something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
other than
Hell, I went in on a snort line. A dude, a dude was strength training with 2 empty metal fuel tanks. I'm like, cool. That's my grenade case.
got that.
Excellent. We're gonna
Exactly.
get that fucker to work right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like.
One other notable one is you can craft keck tape now,
Ooh.
which is nice. I don't know that the
Oh, yeah.
prices right now are worth it. Because keck tape dropped. It's like 35K right now.
It'll go in spurts
Um,
because the next layer of folks will be hitting ice cream cones.
Well,
yeah.
and
Well,
it kind of starts to
maybe.
make some of that
Yeah.
duct tape and insulation tape
Worth it
valuable, or
after
it
the
gives
Yeah,
it some
and
value now.
the clean wiper as well, because you need 2 ducts, 2 insulating, 1 clean wiper for some reason. I don't really understand that one, but whatever. Go
I
for
kind of
it.
do. Certain tapes actually react better when you get.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Fair.
some special. I assume they're using Keck tape as it's a silicone-based tape instead of like your regular tape stuff, which actually just sticks to itself. If you get that stuff wet and stick it to itself, it's there forever. My old high school car is still running on a wrap of that.
Okay.
I broke a
All right.
vacuum line and just wrapped it and said, "Yeah, that's good." And here we are,
Hmm.
9 years later.
So, has anyone actually read the description for Keck tape?
I was just looking at that to try and figure out exactly what it is. Keck
So,
tape will not be able to patch up your difficult Tarkov fate, but it will be able to fix the boat, close up a hole in the aquarium, and there's lots of other things that Keck tape can do.
it's Tarkov,
Okay.
but
It's
yeah, you
flex
can fix your
tape.
boat with it.
It's
It's
flex
flex
tape.
tape. Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Man, I
That's
want
a lot
flex.
of damage,
I want flex tape armor now.
right?
Also, sad
Oh
that
man.
tier 6 armor left my body to the grid, but
Oh yeah. Well, it happens.
it does, and I'm excited to try and run some more of that because it's way more affordable than other high tier armors.
Is
Is
it?
it?
Yeah,
I
I was
looked at
looking
it. It's like
early.
200K. I was like, fuck out of here with that.
Yeah,
Well,
but a
slicks are
slick
like a
7 or
mil.
8. Yeah, so you're getting
Oh well, then okay.
same
Right.
slick
Suddenly
protection
makes
for
sense
half.
to me.
I wonder if is it because it doesn't repair well, you think? Is that what it is?
That's a big part of it. Yeah, I'm sure it just
Yeah.
terrible.
Because I'm looking at some, they're like 20 out of 50, 0 out of 50. The people are just like, yeah, I got it busted and I'm getting rid of it. Bye.
But I know, bud. I guess let's move on. So not spending the whole evening talking. So we actually get to play. Culty boys are now a thing. Still haven't run
Yep.
into
Yes,
them
they
yet
are.
because
Well, we
Night
never
rig-
nighttime.
I haven't
just don't
nighttime yet.
nighttime.
We could
But
do some of those.
excited to see what comes from those because I've heard they've got some of the best stuff, but they're also the scariest because they how to ambush really well.
They're quiet. I watched
Yeah,
Aqua's
they're-
video on them today.
Yeah,
They don't. There's
silent.
nothing that goes on. You just hear the. Whew,
Yeah.
that's all. And
Yep.
they're tanks too, because like you say, they got some high tier shit.
Basically, silent raiders that ambush you.
That is
That's kind of
so
like their
funny.
level, right?
I've got no way
apparently
to
there's
save
also
myself.
apparently a cultist boss as well.
Yeah, he's the
That
leader
is confirmed.
Of the cultists.
His
I
name
can't
is
remember his name.
Shrek,
I-
aka Shrek.
So looking through that and getting info, there can be multiple Shreks on a map.
Right.
It's not a true single name. It's like your name essentially.
hmm
Oh, okay.
He's cult
So he's
boss.
the Shrek of this cultist area, right? Kind of be the thing.
So there can be more than one of
Correct.
these cult
Yep.
bosses. Okay.
Yep. And I think they're the only ones that drop certain specific things. They drop, I forget what it is though. I just don't remember.
The
Well, they got the
antidote
knife, of course.
is one of them.
Yeah.
Their knives.
No, I don't mean cult. I mean the boss drops a specific thing. I think it's the
Oh.
red key card, I think.
I think he
Is
can.
the
Yeah,
potential. Yeah.
I don't want nail.
that is some good risk reward right there. That is a beaut. I think that is
Right?
one of the best. Like, you've got to fight the hardest thing that is now silent, because that's harder than fighting players at night. I would say you can at least hear
Probably.
those guys.
hmm
In my rat ways, if I
Depends.
hear it, I can kill it.
They're tanks too.
Well, if
They
you
are.
hear
They
it, you
got,
can
like-
figure out where it is, and then you can kill it.
Right. Defender arm. They were on like defender armor, silenced fucking anything, MPX, AKs,
Yep.
whatever can be silenced and is full auto, they will run.
And they
Uh,
will.
They don't
spam.
shoot it,
Yes,
but
they do.
it's.
They
Do
will.
they?
Yep,
Yeah.
they will end up shooting it.
If you shoot back, like and actually start holding your own and run away enough, they'll pull out their gun and just be like, "Well, screw you, we're gonna shoot you."
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yep.
Shouldn't speak. Bam.
Yeah,
What
crazy.
viewer questions did we have through here? I have to save them.
There's
oh.
some in the Discord. I saw those.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Kita had one that I saw here in chat about the Woods expansion. Thank God. I'm so thankful for the Woods expansion. As sad as it is, and no, it's no longer the highest peak, not labs factory fighting place like it used to, like what we were using for late wipe is getting in mid-range fights. But it now it's got a lot of avenues of things to.
I think it. The problem. So the biggest problem with the Woods expansion is Sturman doesn't go into the expanded areas yet.
Yeah.
So it is
Yes.
still very much a. So this is my like this wipe rant. This is probably the biggest problem I have with this wipe right now. Is that Sturman, they said that he would move around the map or be spawn in different locations in the map, and he doesn't. So I'm a little disappointed with that. But what that means is that Sawmill is still the focal point for anybody who wants PvP on the map. So you're not gonna get your low gear players kind of ratting through. You'll have to catch them on the outskirts, running through, the USEC camp and the abandoned town in those places. But you won't see them in Sawmill. You'll only get the people looking for fights in Sawmill, which can have its bonuses and its downsides. But
I agree. I mean, when we
I'd like to spread
talked
them out.
about when we talked about Woods expansion or the talk, when they were talking about it, that's what we all stepped on too. It's like, oh, Woods, does that mean Sturman's gonna move around now? That's what this map needs, and he doesn't do that. What the hell,
Right.
man?
And I thought he would.
So is it really any different than when it was expanded? I mean, I'm not a PvP player. I don't go in for PvP, but it feels like if that's what they're going to do with it, then they've removed any PvP from it. Because, I mean, the best you're going to hear is Sturman cracking off at somebody. And then by the time you wander your 8 minutes over there, stop and have a snack every 90 feet.
Right.
Hungry man. I want to see.
Because you hungry, boy. Yeah.
Like for the dude that's sitting up there now.
Yeah,
I
snipers
almost
have,
always.
and
it's
I mean,
scary, but
yes,
I think
it needed the expansion. I like the new points of interest. I like the lots of loot there, but there's nobody on the map. It's a fucking ghost town, dude.
They need to up the amount.
Them. Yeah, and I
think
bet if you sit
would be
around Sawmill, I bet you'll find them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%. But if you go in the expanded areas, they're gonna be people like us. They're gonna be going bush to bush, trying not to be found. And it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Well, and now that Sturman has his own task, or supposedly,
even though it doesn't work
already. If it's
it doesn't work, but
it's a feature task.
They'll
You've got to kill him 2,500 times.
Yeah.
Right. Each 100 times you kill him, it's like, oh yeah, it works now.
Yeah. So that's Wid's expansion.
Yeah.
She also says I scrolled back there. She says she would have rather reserve optimized rather than taking the Wood expansion.
I believe they did do a reserve optimization because I can load into that now at a general pace.
Right. Bio is saying he'd like to try it. So I haven't yet. And I mean, on that, Shooterborn in Heaven is now in reserve over Interchange.
I'm happy about that because Interchange has options for it, but it feels like reserve would be a much that makes sense. The Shooterborn in Heaven line right now is places that are mostly outside. Interchange is 85% inside.
Yeah. I think the issue with Interchange was people were extract camping too much, and the constant salt and outrage over it was probably getting to Nikita, and he's like, you know what, fine. Reserve needs more stuff to do. Let's switch it over from Interchange to Reserve. And I bet there's fewer long range extract campers there. There's been more close range ones, I think, but fewer like people sitting up over the Ollie overhang there, looking over Emercom, just shooting down. You'll still catch them in their truck and tents and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to extract camp. That's some people's strategy, but they got rid of this is an easy option to complete a task that has some fairly strict requirements. You got to shoot somebody in the head over 100 meters. All right. So I found a really good spot here that I can lay here and wait for 30 minutes. I get a whole bunch of opportunity at it because half the PMs have to come this way.
Correct.
Them
More
getting
than
rid
half,
of,
I think. Interchange is weird.
yeah, but them getting rid of that saves so much pain. And
Yep.
swapping it over.
And
I mean,
already this time, a couple times, this wipe is, please don't shoot her. Me shoot you. Oh wait, you don't have to be on this map. Fuck you,
yeah.
buddy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
See you
Cal
later.
might be
Oh,
s-
highway scav. Okay,
Yeah.
keep it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the update there, and then Shooterborn and being switched, that is a beauty. Ruli's got a couple here. I'm gonna do 2 of them this time, and we'll save a couple for next week.
Sure.
The goal for this wipe, I'm going Kappa this way.
Ooh.
I'm on the Kappa grind. I'm gonna
A
get
lot
it.
of people.
I would love to get Kappa. I would.
I think it's
I mean-
doable this wipe. I've started on a good pace for tasks, like 3 times higher than before.
It's those end tasks that really hooked me up. Test drive, Insomnia, Grenadier. I was stuck on. But I mean, it's yeah. I would love to get
Well,
it done.
I mean, if you guys saw Gino's video on Twitter, he showed the Grenadier task solve. You just flashbang
have to go
somebody in
back and-
factory and then throw a grenade at their feet.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
KS
So
2-3 flash and a VOG.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's
Okay.
that's my goal for wipe. What about you guys?
It's lofty. I mean, my last wipe, my second wipe was probably going to be my best wipe ever. I mean, you guys know, as short of, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm not going to have the time. I'm just not going to have nearly as many raids this wipe. So I don't know if I've got any goals. I would like to, like I say, push for Kappa. I was said at the end of last wipe, I'm going to stim my way up to fucking elite endurance if I have to. I haven't touched that yet. So I would just like to do better than I did last wipe, I
Mhm.
think, and I'm be curious to see if that's even possible this time. Like say I would just I want to play with some of the new things. I want to dump on some more people once I'm done all my shitty tasks. Don't really have a goal. Not for Tarkov. My mind's other places right now. 8.
Same. My mind's kind of more on work and stuff than it is on Tarkov. So my goal is just to have more fun this wipe.
That's a solid.
Try and get further than I got last wipe and have some fun doing it.
I'm gonna hopefully hit level 4. Because I was on the train and we were on the way there, and as soon as I got my Epsilon case, I was like, I don't care about tasks anymore. This bigger thing, way better. I don't need anything else, and that's it. That's about it.
True. Plus, it's also tough when during the hunting season and stuff, it slowed way down for you.
Yeah.
Because
you were running 3-4 raids a night after work, and then you'd go off to the woods.
Yeah.
I was constant. I mean, that is the busiest time of year for me. So it was it drained into it hard. And the last time wipe was that early was the first one, and that's when me and Country used to just sit in a bush on shoreline and wait to kill a player scout.
True. So I guess my goals right now are hit that 1,000 PMC raid mark. I'd like to do that. And that means probably running solo every once in a while, which I also want to get a little better at. It's just so nerve-wracking. I don't know if my heart can handle it much.
I'm gonna
That's
put
my
it out there.
problem with solo.
Take out one of them 45 vectors, bud. I mean, that's what helped me a fuck ton when I dropped that long donger. Even the long donger was fun, but when I could start taking on duos and trios because I had 50 rounds of 7N31. Not saying that that's the point where we're at right now, but
So I think
to change it up a little bit, push myself into something because I'm bored. it was just like, oh shit, now I'm locking into my flicks and I can like I go attack, and fucking lead him here and give him the PUBG, right? I
Right.
just
Well,
have
that
to step out
hits.
of that a little bit. But
Well, that's the thing. I never did that
Tarkov too.
last wipe, because I tried to solo certain tasks, which I think it was the wrong idea. Never solo tasks unless they're super easy to do, or you have the fucking willpower to just throw your head at them. So I think once I'm done with the tasks I want to do, because I'm not going for Kappa, I think that kind of grind is just, it doesn't interest me, personally. I mean, Kappa is a huge achievement, but I don't want to go pushing and be like, oh boy, I just have like 3 quests to do, and then I never complete them before wipe and feel like shit.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna complete the tasks I want to do. The only one that I didn't do last wipe that I want to do this wipe is finish Shooterboard in Heaven. I was like 1 kill away, then we never went customs again.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Right.
kind of quickly ran out of time for that because you got your
Well,
2
it's
or
not
3.
even. I had plenty of time. I had weeks where I was just
Did
on
you?
that last kill. Yeah,
Oh.
I had weeks to do it, and we just never went customs again. We just were like, yeah, we'll just run woods. Woods is fine.
Woods is fun. It's fun
Woods
to
is
get
fun,
3-4
and
kills.
and woods was fun enough to run where I wasn't like, oh man, I wish I was in customs right now. Oh boy,
Okay.
right?
Makes me feel slightly better. I feel like I have way too much influence over this group.
I mean, we all have limited time to play, and we all want to have fun. Woods is a fun enough map where I was having a good time. But also, as Crunch asked in chat, does anybody have the stylish one on their radar? And yes, that is one I want to do.
Gonna back away.
Whether we just run interchange a lot and it happens naturally, or we get into that grind, we're just gonna run those full auto leg meta kill get out kind of runs, which I don't really want to do.
Those are so messy. I've been
Oh
watching
my
some
God.
guys running full 5-mans. It's just, it's crazy.
That's
Watching the
500
people
kill a kill.
100.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, for
5-man.
5. Yeah. Yep.
It's just the comms that blows me away.
Yeah, I don't want to run.
That's where you get really
big teams.
comfortable being solo, I think. Kind of
Yeah.
like I was doing mid last wipe. It's like, Crunch, where are you? I'm about fucking 200 yards that way. I'll meet up with you guys in a minute, right?
Right. And I think we
But
have
then
kind
you
of a
know
unique.
that you've got 2, 3, 4 guys on your team that you don't have to worry about, right? Just
Right.
don't shoot in that direction.
And I think that we kind of have a unique play style that way where we're comfortable. Like I'm not comfortable running solo, but I'm comfortable running a couple hundred, like maybe 100 yards away from the rest of you guys, where I'm basically solo, even though I'm
As-
not.
As
Right,
an
it's just-
individual, as a team,
Yeah, it's
You
just a
have-
weird mental thing.
Got the
I'm the
backup in a
same way.
pocket, but that pocket's a long way away. But as soon as you say,
Right.
hey, shit, I found something, something's popping off, you know you've got
Yeah.
backup that they don't know about, and it feels really good.
Right,
Yes.
and that's
Yeah,
exactly, I think, where the security blanket. It's like a security blanket. You guys are my
It
security
is.
blanket. I feel safe with you guys. I don't feel safe by myself.
That-
But I want to get over
that's
that.
how I feel too.
Once I get enough of these tasks done, where I'm just like, I don't really feel like pushing them as much. I'll help you guys with yours. But then with like nobody's around, I'll just float into some raids and maybe go for Shooterborn in Heaven, or just be like, I'm gonna run some customs or some interchange or whatever because I feel like it.
I'm just happy I
Right.
can be a State Farm Snuggie now. State Farm Snuggie as well.
You are.
Well,
I think one of the big things to it is like the way we play is everyone has their own very specific play style and thing they do. I mean, like Crunch's clip of last week where he just jumped down the tunnel and factory murdered the 2
Yeah,
guys, and then he comes back
exactly.
up like, yeah, they're gone, no big deal.
They're dead. Like I'm thinking like, oh shit, he's dead, isn't he? Fuck. Oh
It's like,
god.
this
What do we
ain't
do?
good. And they're just, yep, I'm out, I'm done. That was easy. 30 rounds, nothing else.
Yep.
And you've got people like me who can hold the trigger on somebody walking 15 meters away from me, hoping the stealth mission works.
And then you got me. Apparently I'm the sweeper. Like you guys die and I just go, oh yeah, I got
man.
revenge.
Yep, got him. Got him.
I
Got
killed
him.
him. Got him. Okay, we're good.
Countless
Whoops.
times I have ran myself out into something.
Mhm.
Fuck!
Dead.
And then 15 minutes later, it's, hey man, where are you at? Yeah, I'm just trying to get my way out. I got these two guys as kits, and this guy I killed. I switched out for this. I'm just trying to scoot. I'll be there in a couple minutes. All right, cool.
That's the movie run the other day where it's just like 4 teams all on big red side, all killed each other, and then I got the last guy with the nade. I'm just like, yep, here's getting your stuff, your stuff, your stuff, your stuff. Okay. Where's extract again? Oh man, we got 20 minutes left. Let's go.
You got 8 up there. He's just got like this hawk. I see someone. Okay. Oh, he's going. 8's the fastest to notice somebody at a long distance.
And he can take them too.
Yeah,
It blows me away. He's just like, oh, I see him. I'm bored.
I'm gone. See ya.
Eight,
Okay.
8, where are you at? 8, 8. Ah! It's okay, guys. I got him. I'm on my way back. Where are you
There's
at?
usually a scream in there, at least
You
one,
couldn't have
two.
put that any more
One,
perfect.
yeah.
That is exactly it. First fire, grenade. Ah! Fire again. I got him. We're good.
Yep.
But there has to be
Yep.
a scream in the middle. If he doesn't scream, he dies. I think it's guaranteed.
Which, yeah. If he doesn't have time to scream, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like
It's his battle cry.
3-man that noticed him on interchange while we were scavving. That was hilarious. I think we were
Oh,
scavving.
God.
Weren't we scavving?
Yes, we were.
Yeah, and the player
And I think
scavs.
they were player scavs that were.
They were. They just like
They were
ran by, and then one of
geared
them
up
came
and they were
back and
coming
was just
out.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot at 8," and then I saved EightBlade's life. I saved him.
Yep.
It's a good day.
I put
Those guys.
most of a clip into that guy as I was kind of like backing away because I was
Mhm.
like, I was hoping they just weren't going to notice me and they were going to sail past out to extract.
I
This
almost
guy was
did
like,
too.
oh look, another dude, more loot.
Yeah, and they paid for it. That 3-man died.
Sure did.
Well, 2 of them. I think the other one ran off, but
Yeah, I think the third one
2
just
of them
dipped.
died.
He was like, fuck that, no.
Yeah. Oh, we had a friend.
3 minutes left. I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
I think before we tangent off too long, I think we wrap this on out of here. We can get into raids and have more stuff to talk about next week because there's still a lot, but at that rate,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can go on
boy,
for
is
like
there.
another 2.5 hours. Feel like a Joe Rogan podcast.
Yep. I was going to say
And,
68 minutes here, boys.
Woo.
I don't have a bald head, and a guy named Jamie sitting off to the left changing and going to YouTube. So maybe next week, but that would require getting rid of the bullet, and I don't know.
Oh, not yet.
It's too soon.
Not yet. Too soon. Too soon.
It might be a permanent function.
Hey,
might
whatever
stay
boats you
forever.
float.
Well,
Bring-
with that, should we close this up?
Yeah, let's
Tell
get on.
everybody where they can find us and
Yeah,
all that jazz.
Nose goes. I had like a
Oh,
3-second
shit.
head start.
Yeah,
What?
I wasn't
Oh.
paying attention.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was at least apparently. So
The usual places, twitch.tv/8blade. Sometimes when I have time. Work's been crazy lately. Twitter. Wait, what's my Twitter one? One's 8blade TTV. I can't remember now. It's been a while since we did this.
Sheesh.
oh man.
Yep.
Old habits die easy, apparently.
They
Eh?
Yep. Twitter's 8blade TTV. There you go.
It's one of those things. Life gets busy.
What about yourself there, Crunch? Go around the
You
circle.
can find me on YouTube, CrunchyDan, CrunchyDan. I'm here on Twitch at the Crunch18. Twitter, I am the Crunch, the one and only. Since the last time you guys would have heard of us, I would have jumped on that Zoomer click clack TikTok thing. So you can find me over there, TTV, the Crunch18. Anywhere else, I mean, if I exist, you're gonna find me probably under the Crunch18. Anything that's current and means anything these days. YouTube's the only oddball there.
He's talking about OnlyFans.
I didn't say it out loud.
That beard lingerie idea. We're doing that.
It was fantastic.
I'm an idea guy. What
Can
can
I just say I wish I had the idea for onlymans.me. God, what a brilliant idea that was. Damn.
And the testimonials in there now.
My testimonials up there. Oh yeah, I will say I have a testimonial on Sharptooth website, onlymans.me, about the long dong. Go check that out.
Yes,
It's
do it.
from the heart. From the heart.
And what would they find your name under on
So you can find me under NpoBiowulf. So that's on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Things are kind of slow at the moment. I am doing a job transition relatively soon, so I got to figure out how that's going to affect my schedule. So I'm kind of staying away from things until that kicks off. But maybe this weekend I'll treat you guys. We'll see.
Or
I like
Nuzlocke?
treats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking if there's time, I gotta check my work schedule, but we'll see.
Alrighty, and you can find me on every website on the planet, like Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, under Sagentpudge. Yes, I know everyone's going to ask. Yes, it's Sagent, not Sergeant. I fucked up 8 years ago. Sticking to it. But that is it, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We will be back next week with some more goodies, some more shenanigans, and probably way more tangents because this is the first one and we're trying to keep her straight. But yeah, y'all, we'll be back here in a minute with a